One, two, one, two, one,
This
two,
the
one,
mic.
two.
Well, this joint don't have the joint on the mic. I should probably go with this one. This joint got the Michael Jackson look like this.
DJ, please. On the request line.
You know who sing that?
Some bitch.
Dang, that's how you feel? You cussing on the joint like that? Is that what we doing? What's that we doing, man?
That's what we do, bro. That's what we do.
That's what you do. I got manners, man. I got manners. I think I got manners anyway. I feel like I got manners. I think I got manners. How you feel today, man?
I want to get it popping.
I said, how you feel today? You can't tell me how you feel.
I feel like I want to get it popping. That's how I feel.
You can't tell me how you feel, though?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
We thank everybody for tuning in to Billionear Radio, WLNER, because the billions is near. You know, that show. Yeah. 18 and up. 18 and up.
18 to, no, is it?
18 and up. 18 and up. It's the show to keep you entertained. 18 and up.
80, blind, crippled, and crazy.
All that good stuff.
All right, let's get it popping.
You know, because the day is, believe it or not, season 3, episode 125.
Woo.
Yeah. Infamous Troll Brothers take you on an infamous plane ride. We troll like no other. That's what we do.
Like no other.
And we live on Glockaware, so make sure you tune in. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
We live on Glockaware. Make sure you tune in. It's the show to make you mad, but we on a plane ride. You know what I mean?
The show to make you mad on the plane ride.
Make you mad on the plane ride.
Make you laugh, make you cry, make you ponder.
But we're going to keep you entertained. I'm the host, Big Arm, the one that make things happen. Over here is this guy right here, like a cuss. I don't know, he got problems.
Lateef, billions.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
Billions.
Yo, you got to be cussing.
Nah, bro, we about to take him on a nice little ride, bro. It's been a minute.
All right, so let's go back a little bit, right?
The clip is loaded. Let's go back a minute.
Oh, is P. Diddy going to jail?
Not if it's up to him, he ain't going to jail.
Is he going to jail, man?
I don't know. If he don't go to jail, then the next thing we'll see is his son being a sacrifice.
Yo, why do you talk like that?
Nah, he seemed like the type of boy that'll give his son up for a sacrifice.
How do you talk like allegedly? You said allegedly or something? Like you sound crazy.
All right, well,
what do you even know what that? What you even know what that stuff is?
I'm just saying. From all I've been hearing, I mean,
you've been hearing from me.
You know, all the devil worshiping talk.
You've been hearing from me.
Yeah, all right, man. You ain't the only person that reading the tabloids.
Oh, you get it from the tabloids? You get it for the tabloids.
Tabloids.
Well, I said the tabloids. All right, so pretty much.
But you know, a lot of people talking though, because
it's coming back around. Like he had the whole situation with Cassie. It's a whole big deal.
Right.
And he settled.
Right.
And
but the way they was positioned at the light, and they said P. Diddy spun off on a red light and left Biggie entourage stopped at the light. He just spun off. As soon as he spun off,
okay,
the car pulled up right in the slot.
I'm not talking about car spin. I'm talking about him and Cassie. The whole thing that went down.
Oh, you ain't talking about the murder part.
What murder part?
Oh, you ain't caught up.
What are you talking about? You have no proof of nothing right now, so why would I talk about that?
So you ain't seen the news where the guy that they caught that supposedly killed Tupac.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
It doesn't make the story makes no sense.
The story makes no sense.
No sense. The guy says that Puffy pretty much gave him money for a hit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, he told him to do a hit. We're gonna pay him $1 million. Mm-hmm. He never paid him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
I'm thinking Puffy did both hits.
You thinking.
Allegedly.
Your thinking is dangerous, man.
Allegedly.
We don't need you thinking.
Well, I think he probably put the hit out on Biggie more than he put the hit out on Pop. In my opinion.
Well, that's your opinion. We kind of did ask your opinion. But we talk about the whole thing with Cassie. She talking about the whole abuse and they put all that stuff out.
Right.
And I was telling people that it's going to go away because he settled already in court. Like he out of court. He settled out of court. So we're never going to see nothing that happened because he went ahead and paid the money and settled. You know, so we ain't going to see nothing. We ain't going to see TD Jakes. We ain't going to see nothing.
That's wild, ain't it?
What's wild?
I mean, the whole TD Jake thing and all the exposure and all the parties and
well, see, we live in the time.
All the butt plugs.
We live in the time where people
and all that nonsense.
We live in a time where people can say things in the media and make you believe it. Like, we don't know none of this stuff is true.
So we don't know if any of these parties took place, you saying?
Even if the party took place, we don't know what took place at the party.
Well, no, man.
Were you at the party?
No, but
you know somebody at the party?
Well, I heard somebody spoke that was at the party.
Do you know somebody that was at the party?
I don't know nobody that was at the party.
Right, so how can we even say what happened at the party?
These people that speak and make it seem really convincing.
Well, we live in a time where everybody want to get likes and views.
Yeah, all right, man.
Everybody want likes and views.
Okay.
That's what everybody want likes and views.
So he's not. So you saying he's not going to prison? Basically, he's not going to prison.
It's on to the next. You know what the entertainment media does to us? They come up with stories to us to talk about. Right? Because let's talk about Cat Williams, right?
Right.
Everybody feel like Cat Williams dropped some bombs.
Right.
What bombs did he drop?
He dropped a lot of bombs.
Okay, but he's an entertainer and he's selling tickets.
And I know he had a tour getting ready
to come up. He's talking about other entertainers.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. The entertainers are entertaining us more. That's all it is.
So what do you think he has to lie for then?
I didn't use the word lie. So he's entertaining us.
Right. But a lot of the stuff that he said, it sounds to me, got some true backing to it.
But who cares about that?
A lot of people care about it.
Tell me something you care about it. Something
let me put it to you this way.
Tell me something that caught your attention.
Hold on, let me tell you something. That show that he did on Shannon Sharp show, broke records in streams and ratings.
That means that it was trending topics. Go ahead.
Right. So he put out a lot of business, right? I didn't know about. No. You didn't know about.
Everybody knows nothing was new.
But I'm saying he himself he just said he went to parties where what's that word they use?
Illuminati.
It got something to do with sexual assault. They were saying, you know, they got slide or sawed or sayed or slayed or whatever they got, right? He named a lot of people, right, that in our eye seemed to be on the up and up, right? But once they got exposed, it brought a new light to the table. For me.
I think Cat Williams is salty. I'm going to tell you why I think he's salty.
Why?
When I listened to the whole interview, you know what I listened to?
What?
He said him and Ludacris were at an Illuminati party.
Right.
Ludacris was the one that was chose.
Right.
He wasn't chose.
Right.
Why did he go to the party?
Right.
Why did he get in the position to be chose?
Right.
Because he wanted to get that whatever million, was it 20 million a movie times 10? He wanted that money.
Right.
So now because he didn't get the money, he telling like, all right, I was there and he got the money. You see what I'm saying? He ain't say I didn't want the money. He didn't say I didn't want to do it. He said they chose somebody else. I wasn't the one that was chose.
When have you ever seen Cat Williams in a dress?
It ain't gotta be in a dress.
Ever.
You don't have to be in a dress.
When has you ever seen Cat Williams in a dress?
You don't have to be in a dress.
Cat Williams said they offered it to me. He had a man offer to give him fellatio.
That was a different conversation.
In the middle of a party. Offered to do it. He turned all that down, right?
That was a different conversation.
Like Will Smith didn't have to wear a dress. Wesley Snipes didn't have to wear a dress. Did Denzel wear one? These guys didn't have to put on a dress.
So why does the dress even matter?
Because, man, it has something to do with masculinity.
Let me tell you why the dress don't matter.
I'll tell you why the dress does matter.
All right, well, let me tell you why the dress don't matter.
All right, go ahead.
It's a topic that makes no sense. You know why?
Why?
Because black people try to make it look like they try to put black people in a dress all the time. Meanwhile, white people been wearing the dress a long time ago, from Robin Williams on down. You know what I mean?
No man should be wearing a dress.
That's not my point, though.
You understand?
My point is that if they tell you to put on a dress and you put on the dress, that's on you.
Then they broke you. If they tell you to put this dress on to get what you want, then you've been broken. They might not want to admit it, but this was their choice. I want this. In order for me to get this, I'm going to have to do this.
But why is the
because
dress
if they
a
can get you to put on a dress, they can get you to do other things that's against your masculinity.
But why is the dress thing the conversation? How does this become
because
a conversation?
The dress thing is the symbol.
Okay, so how many movies
for Hollywood?
Okay,
you do know Hollywood is run by gays. You do understand this, right?
Are you part of Hollywood?
No. So why would you even say anything like that out your mouth? That makes no sense.
How do you know what's going on with Hollywood if you ain't part of it?
Listen, bro. Everybody knows Hollywood is run by gay men, right? Music industry run by gay men. Everybody talks about the exploitation
Do they
of
run it or are they
young
in it?
boys.
Are they run it or are they in it?
They run it. It's their business.
It's their business.
Yes, and the dress is a symbol.
So all the music you listen to is gay music.
Listen, why is all this fight about transsexuals and all this, and why are they trying to make all this stuff right? Why is they trying to make a man wearing a dress right? Why is that so much of a strength?
Who's trying to make that right? I don't ever heard that part.
The community.
The community trying to make a dress right?
The LBTQ, whatever that community is.
The alphabet.
All right.
That you don't know.
And the people that's backing them. Why are they trying to make it right? Why is they trying to make it look like it's a normal, like it's normal?
I don't see. I think that's the misconception. I don't believe they're trying to make anybody do anything. They're just doing what they want to do, and you leave them alone. That's it.
They said everybody in Hollywood.
Who's they? That's
a man.
Okay, who's they? Who's they?
That put on that dress.
Who's they? State your facts. Who's they?
Made a decision.
Who's they?
And they was broken. I'd have to look the interview up. But it's a guy that spoke out, not just Cat Williams.
Who was the guy?
He was a guy. He was an actor in the business.
So for now
he was an actor in the business that turned down their they tried to come at him that way.
So from now on, let's make a deal on the show.
All right.
If you don't know the people and the facts, you ain't going to even bring it up. Cause you can.
I mean, I can get the name. I mean, it ain't nothing. I can go through the phone and get the name of the actor. But he's been in the business for a very long time. He's seen it. You know, he's been there. He's seen it. He's been in the room with these people. It ain't like it's rocket science. It's really easy to see. Anybody with eyes can see what's going on.
I can't see what's going on.
Okay.
But we know what I do see is going on?
What's that?
Everybody want to sell music. Everybody want to sell their concerts. Everybody want to sell their comedy shows. That's what I want to see. And everybody, what they do, they take these platforms and they create clickbait just to get likes and views. You know what else I see?
What?
We're in the snitch culture. Everybody's snitching and making it cool. How about that? Let's not talk about the dress. Why is snitching being cool to talk about right now?
But see, it's different levels to snitching. You can't just say snitch culture, because some of that ain't just snitching. It's just material. It's just knowledge.
Why you got to tell what
you can read a book and the book can give you knowledge. You saying that's snitching because the book gave you knowledge?
All right, now you're moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving the goalposts.
You're moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving the goalposts.
We're not talking about the book.
The reality of the matter is,
snitching don't come from a book.
If you want to reach a certain level in certain industries, right? You're going to have to wear a dress, or you're going to have to get popped.
That's not true.
Okay, how you know?
There's so many people who did not wear a dress or get popped.
Was you in the room?
There's so many people.
Was you in the room?
So in your mind, everybody getting popped. As a matter of fact, whoever you was hanging with yesterday got popped. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hanging with no A-list celebrity.
I'm just saying.
I'm not out there with Cat and the bull from North Philly.
Let you tell it.
What's his name anyway?
I'm not doing that.
The comedian bull. I'm not. Listen, I'm not there. I'm not in them rooms. I'm not in them industries. But
talking about Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. So they allowed this stuff to leak. That's their fault.
He's saying Kevin Hart is a plan, right?
Kevin Hart is on a skit where Shaquille O'Neal got him bent over on the back of a car, and this is what they gonna do to you in jail, and pounding him on, like, not actually, but you know. Who plays like that?
So that means Kevin Hart's gay?
Who plays like that? Would you allow somebody to do that to you?
I just said it's Kevin Hart gay.
I don't know what he is, but I'm just saying that's kind of
Right.
that's kind of weird.
It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Say Kevin Hart's an implant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say he's an agent, right?
Right.
That's not like hate to me. If somebody put you on and you had to go through things you had to go through, you really hating. If I got my special and this is going on and you couldn't do what I did to get your special, it's not like hate, don't it?
How come in the beginning when they climb into the top, right? They come on, they do their shows, and they like normal human beings. It's like they got their priorities straight and they mind right, and they moving towards their goals, right? And then as soon as they get what they want, they looked all drugged out and coked out and drunk all the time and just drugged out. Why does that happen?
Because people get high at parties all the time.
No, bro, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I'm sure not.
If you had a goal that you reached and you said, I got this certain amount of money, right? You're supposed to be even more comfortable. You're supposed to be even more relaxed.
Who says so?
You mean to tell me $2 million dropped in your lap today, it wouldn't make life much more easier for you?
How can you prove that? Because you're gonna have other problems and expenses you gotta deal with.
No, I ain't gonna have no problems. Give me $2 million. And watch how happy Lateef Billion's gonna be.
What you gonna do with $2 million?
I'm gonna be cool.
Hey, what you gonna invest it in?
Pussy.
So that's gonna make money?
A lot of pussy.
You mean vagina?
I'm gonna go to Rio. I'm gonna go to the Dominican Republic.
So that's gonna make
I'm gonna
you
hit
money?
Hong Kong. I'm hit Hong Kong late.
That's
I'm
gonna
hit
make you
like
a lot of money?
like Egypt, all them foreign, ebony, colorful women, them exotic chocolate. I'm a travel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about a bill. My bills will be paid. I can go to Dubai for a year.
So what happens after
and just chill?
So what happens the next year?
What I'm asking you is, why do they get this money and they become worse? Why do they get this money and they become unhappy? You think Will Smith is happy?
Yes.
Get that. He tripping.
Why is he not happy?
He's so happy that he walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock in the face.
That was fake.
Because he's so happy.
That was fake.
Come on, man.
You really believe that?
You can see in their face,
Oh, God.
once they reach a certain point and they have been broken, that they no longer are themselves.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You could look at a person that you've been around and you know they pattern and you know how they are as people, and then you can come in a room and tell if something wrong with them. Because you'll ask them, yo, you all right?
So,
You
all right,
cool,
so
bro?
who do you know in Hollywood you hung out with in a party and now you see that they broken? Who do you know?
I don't know anyone
So
from
how do you
Hollywood.
make these statements?
Because I'm watching them. They put their life on TV for you to see.
Hey, say that again.
They put their lives on TV.
All right, say that one more time.
Social media.
Say it again.
For you to see.
Say it again. Because it's going to click. Say it again. They put their
What's
lives.
going to click is
They put their
1
lives.
+ 1 is 2.
They put their lives on
4
television.
+ 4 is 8. All I'm saying to
Do you
you
believe
is,
everything you see on television?
yes, I do. Not all of it, but I believe some things that my mind, when I start doing the math on it, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. When you start putting things together, Martin Lawrence, for example, right? It's a kid right now that was in Hollywood. He on the curve somewhere, man. They find him. He on the curve. His hair crazy. His eyeballs popped out his head. He talking crazy, but he was in the industry. He was considered one of those people who had a dream to be an actor.
So let me.
He was in shows. He was in movies,
let me
and
ask you
now
a
he
question.
just all
So let me ask you a
screwed
question.
up.
What's the difference between that guy? You don't know his name, right? Because I know who you're talking about.
Right,
What's the difference between that guy,
right,
all cracked out, right,
right.
and the crackhead in your neighborhood that had goals and dreams, was a basketball player, he had everything going for him. He got on crack, now he cracked out in the neighborhood. What's the difference?
Because that guy never made it.
So you saying once you made it,
So for the reason for him becoming a crackhead could have been he went to a tryout and he got cut.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Like that kind of messed his head up because he thought that was his ticket. And these people made it. They was in the room, they was getting the publicity, they was getting the attention, they was getting the money.
All right, Let me ask you a question. Did Richard Pryor make it?
You know how messed up Richard Pryor was?
I just asked you a question. Just answer that question.
Yes,
first.
Richard Pryor made it.
Okay, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor started smoking crack.
Pause. That's my
and
point.
blew himself up.
Okay, so that means that your theory is not.
No, it means my theory is exactly because Richard Pryor coming up as a comedian was happy about doing what he was doing. He was happy about achieving his goals and his dreams as being a comedian.
You know the part
the
you
moment he got into the industry.
No, this the part you missed.
He started smoking crack
this the part
and blew himself up.
The part you're missing is that people do drugs and get high. And the more money you get, the more drugs you can get and get more high. That's the only part you're missing. Some stuff come on the camera, there's some stuff they may have. You get cell phones and stuff now. People been getting high, smoking crack, doing lines of cocaine. That's been going on. You can't say because of the industry, because that means
why wasn't they doing it from the beginning? How come in the beginning when you was watching Kevin Hart, his eyes wasn't glossy, he ain't always have a cup in his hand. Every time you see him, he high and drunk. That's not normal.
Every time you see him?
Every time you see him.
That's the biggest lie you can tell on him.
No, come on, man. Bring up any cut of.
He got so many commercials on right now, and he ain't high and drunk. But that's your theory.
He got his own shows, the one where he get in the ice tub and all that. He high. You catch him at the Sixers game, high. Stand up, high.
What are you talking about?
Ha. The only time I really haven't seen Kevin Hart like that was on the Breakfast Club.
I'm changing the subject. You didn't make it.
He was probably too early for him to get out.
Change the subject. All right, so we're going to get the subject. What you talking about today, man? It's just what in the world?
Oh, bro, the dress is a symbol to break you. All right,
so pretty much they talking about now something that's interesting, right? Drea Michelle, the Instagram model, right? She's in her 40s, and they said now she's dating since August the boy Jalen Green, the basketball player, due to get $300 million contract, and they're trying to say she's grooming him.
The boy from Houston?
Yeah,
the young boy.
21.
Houston.
Yeah.
What's her name? Drea
Michelle. So, is it okay for a 40-year-old to date a 21-year-old if she has a 20-year-old son? And supposedly she's pregnant, but she says she's not. They try to say she's pregnant, but you can always get rid of the baby, so we'll never know what the story is.
I mean, to each his own.
Is it okay?
I mean,
for her to be, if she has a 21-year-old son, should she be dating or banging a 20-year-old? Is that okay? They said it's kind of like grooming. I don't know how they get that to grooming, but they call it grooming. I don't think she should be trying to be having a relationship. Why though?
And trying to be married to them.
Why not? I think she's trying to get a bag. I mean, she was on the reality TV shows too, but
well, she's setting up her own misery.
How?
Because she's 40 and he's 20. They two different worlds. He can go into a room where she walk in and she grandma. I mean, she'll walk in the room with all these young girls and she'll feel out of place.
But this is going on anyway. Just that some celebrities are
and he getting money. So
at what age is it okay for a woman to date a guy?
What age? 18? Start dating at 18?
No, I'm talking about she's in her 40s. What age what should she be allowed to date?
She 40, right? She should be allowed.
She's in her 40s.
40s.
Yeah, 40s.
All right. Well,
her son is 21 years old.
She should be allowed to date anything that's legal.
She has a son and she has 2 children. Actually, she has another one. Yeah, she has 2 children.
I mean, it's her life. I mean, as long as it ain't statutory rape, how she get her business.
So it's okay for her to be banging a 21-year-old. Pretty much.
He's a grown man. What are you talking about? It's all right if she bang 21. He grown, man. That's a grown man.
Say it again.
You didn't say 16.
Say that again.
Grown man.
Don't say that one more time.
No, take it out of here.
Listen.
All I'm saying is he grown now. He's a grown man. I'm pretty sure his mom and his aunts and the cousins and nieces probably don't like it.
It's definitely a grown man.
I'm probably sure the mom this, you know what I mean?
I think she can definitely manipulate his mind. I think it's a lot of things. Like he didn't live his life yet. She lived her life. I think she definitely manipulate his mind.
Yeah, but that only lasts for a little while.
Oh, it depends how good the manipulation is.
I mean, I don't know her.
Depends.
I mean, that Punani thing run out. Like, you know, especially if he can get a bunch of new Punani. Man, look.
They don't ever run out.
He emotionally caught up right now. That's his problem. Is that the fact that he's emotionally caught up.
He liked what he liked.
Because
he had a crush on her growing up. I had a poster on the wall in high school.
Man, look, it ain't gonna last, bro. She's setting up her own misery, like I said.
Maybe she don't want that. Maybe she want to get some of the money.
Look, she's setting up her own misery.
But
that's like, you know, if you want to talk about somebody banging young boy, you might as well have brought up Papoose and Remy Ma.
What happened with that?
Remy Ma started banging one of the artists. One of the young boy artists. How old was the artist? Remy Ma in her 40s, right?
How old was the artist?
He about 21, 22, maybe 23, maybe.
Okay, all right. You sure about that?
I'm positive
that
about
he's 21, 22?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You positive? Why you lying? They be lying on this thing.
Well, you know they got the thing with the battle rap.
Nah, so I've been saying the whole thing when I'm saying, what's the big deal, right?
Right.
Why is it that it's such a big deal that they have a problem with the 21-year-old bagging the old head? You know what I mean? Because that's what he want to do, and he got bread, and they feel like she going after the bag.
Of course she going after the bag.
But remember, everybody didn't have anything to say.
Get $300 million. Now, the stupidest thing he could do is marry her. Yes, it would. He's only 21, man. He don't got no experience. He ain't got no knowledge of this world and what's going on out here.
So she want to teach him.
She don't got to teach him. He can learn on his own. 300 million. 300 million. He got the Xbox, the PlayStation, the race station, the corn station. He got all them games. Got all his buddies coming over. You know what I mean? House full of women. Trust me, that that ain't gonna last long. That might be over with next year.
I don't know. I think it's just at the end of the day, she's a cougar. Definitely a cougar.
Okay.
And she's doing Stella getting her groove back right now. And I think the world is hating because they didn't smash. That's my opinion. You know, because they looking like, dang, young boy poured that. You see what I mean?
But I gotta be honest with you though.
What?
Like, who cares? Like, that's the least. Everything that's going on in the world right now, right?
So let me ask you a question.
Everything we could grab out of the tabloids, right?
Tabloids.
Who
you
cares
like that word, tabloids.
About this 40-year-old chick banging the basketball player? I mean, that's the least of our worries.
Well, the issue is they're trying to say it's a form of grooming. Remember how they were saying how men was grooming other, people in the industry, like the industry word, like you said, Hollywood.
Right.
And they're saying that she's doing it to him. It's a form of grooming. That's where it's coming from. So now you get a slippery slope of a conversation. Like, is this grooming?
All right, but not to go back too far, right?
You're going back.
No, but the thing about Cat Williams, you heard about that island? That Oprah and all them be on?
Listen.
I mean, that could get deep.
How?
I mean, that could get deep. Listen. I don't want to get into that.
You ever lied on before?
So you think they lied on Oprah and Einstein and Epstein?
I just asked you, you ever lied on
You brought up Epstein.
Not today.
But you cracked it before it got cracked.
Not today, though. Because the Epstein thing, for me, it's like it's a list that's supposed to come out. So they lying. It's a list that's supposed to come out about Epstein.
All right, so they lying.
You want to hear my theory about Epstein?
Yeah. My
theory about Epstein is this. Epstein is somebody that the government put there, right? To set up the pedophiles that's in certain elite positions. And he did just that. You know what I mean? And it all came out. That's my opinion. They got something going on. They use Epstein
to set everybody up. Yeah. To bring them to the island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it made their job. Epstein made their job easier.
It's not that he made the job easier. It pretty much exposed the people need to expose.
But Epstein, he wasn't involved in none of that. Like he ain't had nothing to do with that. He was just a setup boy.
See, that's why they killed him, so you can't talk.
Damn, I didn't even know he was dead.
You didn't know he was dead.
Nah, they killed him already.
How you talking about being upstate? You know Epstein was dead?
I didn't know they murked the boy.
Killed him years ago in prison, man.
That's wild.
How do you bring up stuff don't have no clue? You kill me, you do that.
No, but that go to show that my theory is right.
What's your theory?
It's a lot. It's a lot to be hidden. It's a lot. You know, if it wasn't, nobody shouldn't be getting murdered if it wasn't stuff they was trying to hide. And if it wasn't really that deep. It wasn't really that deep. You wouldn't have to murder nobody over.
I tell you what, this is crazy. Because you know you don't care.
I don't.
Open the tabloids.
Open tabloids.
That the whole thing with Vince McMahon and the chick, she tried to say he's sex trafficking.
Oh, man.
Right? She tried to say he's sex trafficking and forced him to sleep with other WWE, wrestle stars and superstars. And they got the text message to prove it. They took his phone. Mm-hmm. He stepped down. And all this seems to be that he pretty much saying it's not true. But as I'm reading and learning everything, she signed a non-disclosure agreement for $1 million. No, for $3 million. He only paid her $1 million. So because she didn't get her $2 million, she feel like the non-disclosure doesn't matter.
Wow.
And she's trying to say that he was sex trafficking.
Wow.
Her.
Wow.
And her friend.
And they got all that money. They got all that money. You could just buy prostitutes.
No,
but you want a sex traffic.
She was employed. She's employed at WWE. She's employed. Man. So I'm like, how you sex traffic working for somebody?
That's crazy.
You know?
That's wild.
Yeah, that's real wild.
It's wild, man.
You know? So I think that's a topic to talk about. Because I feel like, what is the definition of sex trafficking at this point? Why do you feel like it's sex trafficking? Why does she feel like she's sex trafficking at this point? But they're investigating it right now.
Damn, WWE, that don't make sense because they got so much money. Like, they got so much money. What was they, bored? They had to be bored.
What's a lot of money in sex trafficking?
I'm talking about in the WWE. Ain't that like $1 billion? They turned that into $1 billion business.
But there's a lot of stuff going on we don't know.
So you have to be bored to risk everything, because sex trafficking, you know you're going to prison for that.
But I think she threw that word out the same way Cassie. See, the Cassie thing I found out was sensitive. I've been talking to people. Right. Women and men. Right. A lot of women believe Cassie. They feel like she was just living a life because she was trapped and scared to speak out. So I don't know what to say about the whole Cassie Diddy thing. Right. You know what I mean? Because they say I'm like, you with this guy for 10 years, and now you coming out to speak. I'm just like, but some say because she didn't have enough courage to speak on it.
I believe everything she said. Okay. I believe he did exactly everything she said he did. Okay. And I believe he's doing exactly everything that they say he's doing. The moment Busta Rhymes got up there and had a problem with the exploitation of young black artists, mostly in their teens, being destroyed by Puff Daddy on the come up, right then and there, that told me that everything they saying about this dude is real. And at the moment, he's getting away with it. He has power. He has money.
You like this topic, huh?
He can make things go away.
You had nothing to say about Vince McMahon. You like this topic right here.
Because the whole I don't even know his name. Vince McMahon being a trafficker. I mean, that's all right.
I guess you want to talk about Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef too, right?
I don't know anything about it's new, right?
Yeah, but I guess you want to talk about that, right?
Yeah, we can get into that.
For what? For what? Doesn't make any sense. Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef does not make any sense. But here's the thing about it, right? Nicki Minaj is married to a registered sex offender. Right. Nicki Minaj's brother went to jail as a sex offender. Right. So all Megan Thee Stallion did was come out with something called, Megan's Law. Right. Which is tied to a girl, somewhere in the South. I'm thinking it was Texas, but tied to a girl that was SA, and now I don't hear on this earth anymore.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so Nicki Minaj took that to offense because you talking about, you trying to go against, this whole sex offender thing. But I don't know why Nicki Minaj married a pedophile. I don't know. But that's not my business. I don't know what happened. But she married a sex offender.
But how's she going to go against somebody speaking up on it, though?
Right, that's what I was saying.
So that she burnt herself on that one. That doesn't even make sense.
No, but they wrote.
Why would you publicly go against someone who's speaking against pedophiles?
I mean, that's kind of what we're getting at.
Because she felt like she was attacking her husband.
Everybody, but it's the whole thing. It's like she feels like W's attacking her husband, but it's like, I think that's a sensitive topic, though. You can't get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a song. You can't reach into somebody's song and just take the parts that you want and say, "Oh, I want to feel some type of way about this."
They was beefing at each other. They was coming at each other. They was definitely coming at each other. But I'm telling you where that has something to do with the start of it and how it started.
Oh well, let them go. I heard Nicki Minaj's song. I thought she was talking about Remy Ma again. I thought. She don't want no smoke with Remy though.
Nah, she talking about Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like the industry does that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It happens like that. Like the Grammys was on. Did you see the Grammys?
Yeah, I meant they arrested the guy at the Grammys. He won 3 Grammys. Killer Mike, right?
I don't know what happened, but they were trying to say the boy Kyle Snap was like, "Who is this guy, Killer Mike, and how does he get a Grammy?" I haven't heard of him. So okay.
He got 3. He won 3.
I don't know how he won 3.
He won 3 categories.
You ever hear any of his albums?
No.
Exactly. It's a real political situation going on. And then Meek Mill, you don't care about the. I laugh because why black people always get mad when they don't get a Grammy? If you don't care about the Grammy, why you go? You know what I mean? As soon as you don't get a Grammy, now you like, forget the Grammys. If you don't care about the Grammys, why did you go? You know what I mean? Whenever you get nominated, you feel some kind of way that you didn't get a Grammy or you didn't get nominated.
It was supposed to be racist. I mean, it's been racist since Public Enemy.
I don't think the Grammys is racist, though.
Come on, man. Stop. Cut it out.
Listen.
Tell me how Beyonce ain't win Album of the Year the past 5 albums.
Because you don't listen to other genres but Beyonce's type of genre. There's more than one kind of genre of music.
If Beyonce got the whole world lit up, Europe, South America, Africa, all that, you know what I'm saying? The whole world lit up.
All right, let me shut this down. You listening? Beyonce, right? Sold out a whole football stadium.
Right.
That's impressive, right?
Yeah.
The whole day, she done had the sales, shut it down, crazy.
Right.
She sold and left, right?
Right.
When you say that's impressive?
Yeah.
Okay. The Taylor Swift chick.
Right.
Did 3 days straight back to back.
Yeah.
What's more impressive?
She gets paid $9 million a show, bro. She gets $3 million an hour.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm asked the question again.
Yeah.
Beyonce sold the stadium out, football stadium out, one day.
Right.
The Taylor Swift chick did it for 3 days.
You don't think Beyonce could do it for 3 days?
Not at all.
You're crazy. Beyonce could sell out the stadium the whole entire month from the 1st to the 31st. If she had a show from the 1st to the 31st, every last one of them would be sold out.
Do you know why Taylor Swift sold it out for three days?
Why?
Because there's an issue with the tickets, so they had to sell more because people. It goes by supply and demand.
Right.
When you're on tour, because some of Beyonce stuff was canceled because it didn't sell.
Right.
Remember, her On the Run tour with Jay-Z was shut down because of ticket sales wasn't selling.
Right.
So my thing is, I get everybody that's black want Beyonce to be on this pedestal. I think Beyonce's a dope artist, But sometimes the Grammys is going to just agree. Like you're not aware of certain genres or how many records are being sold. You can't speak and say somebody got snubbed, and say it's the blacks who get
It's
snubbed.
not about black though. It's not about being black. It's about substance and purity. You honestly think that a Taylor Swift album?
You know why?
Let me tell you something.
Listen, let me ask you a question.
Taylor Swift
Is
album,
Marvin Gaye black?
Taylor Swift album
Listen,
might be
hold on.
crack, but Beyonce album might be pure heroin.
Is Marvin Gaye black?
But they both gonna sell crazy.
Is Marvin Gaye black?
Yes.
Is Michael Jackson black?
Yes.
Is Quincy Jones black?
Yes.
Oh, I can name some more black people.
Right.
Barry Gordy black.
Right.
Blah blah blah.
Right.
Some black people here, right? Dr. Dre black. Jay-Z black.
So what they got to do with it?
I'm just saying.
I'm saying it ain't got to do with color, man. It got to do with your ears
But Beyonce
and what you listen to.
Beyonce has more Grammys than Taylor Swift.
Beyonce has 32
right.
Grammys.
So
but what I'm saying
is,
when you compare one project to the other, right? Let's just take Snoop Dogg, Doggy Dogg project.
He never got a Grammy.
Right?
He was nominated.
All right, let's just take his
He never
project.
got a Grammy. He never got a Grammy. He was nominated.
Okay. So how would you compare Snoop Dogg's album to the State Property album? And they both sold, right? But when you listen to the music and the producers and all, right? When you listen to the production,
all right, listen.
What album would you say is better?
Listen, hold on. You're comparing State Property to Snoop Dogg?
I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying.
I don't understand. Sway.
The comparison to Taylor Swift to me to Beyonce is like trying to compare State Property to a Snoop Dogg's album.
Okay, so
or Dr. Dre's album.
So who's the bigger artist, Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
How is Beyonce a bigger artist?
Because she just is.
That's your answer?
Yes.
But she don't sell more than Beyonce. Don't sell more.
Beyonce is a cult.
Okay, he go with this shit.
Beyonce is a cult.
Oh,
we talking about the Beehive, bro.
Taylor has a cult too.
We all know Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is white. We all know this. Just say it. Just put it out there. Taylor Swift is as popular as she is because she's white.
Did you ever listen to any of her music?
As the driven snow.
You ever listen to any of her music?
No.
That's what I'm talking about with you. How do you make these statements? You didn't even heard her music.
Trust me. I heard about maybe one or two, but it's no comparison because to me her music don't have soul. You could have gave me the other chick that beat Beyonce out for album of the year.
Do you know why Taylor Swift's situation is such a big popular deal? Why
because she was this young artist in the beginning who was on them shows, what they call them shows, they were trying to start out.
No.
She was on one of those and then she blew up.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, what happened?
I'm going to give you the long story short version.
All right.
Because I know you don't understand.
Okay.
The reason why Taylor Swift makes so much money is because the label would not give her masters.
Right.
You said right, or because you knew
you said the label will not give her masters.
Would not give her masters.
And people feel sorry for her, and that's why she's so popular.
I ain't even finished saying what I was going to say.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
And so what she did was, her team did, was re-recorded all her albums all over again instead of performing, like from scratch. So that way now she owns her own master. That's why she's getting the money. Like that's commendable. That's commendable. Like it's kind of like some of what Prince did in a different kind of way. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the buzz came from, where she's getting all her money, because she was like, okay, fine, I'll do my own thing. But am I a Taylor Swift fan? No. Do I like Beyonce more than Taylor Swift? Yes. Is Beyonce a bigger artist than Taylor Swift? No. And the numbers show it. But that's just because it's because I like Beyonce. I mean, I got a lot for Beyonce.
Is Beyonce a better performer?
Yes.
Is Beyonce a better artist?
No.
Get that. Yeah, we're gonna agree to disagree.
What's the definition of an artist?
the definition of an artist.
Yeah, definition of an artist.
I don't know. Give me your
This is
opinion
why I
of the
can't
definition
deal
of
with
an
this
artist.
guy.
I know exactly what I know exactly what my definition.
You just asked me, is she a better artist? As if you know what an artist is.
I do.
All right,
I don't got time to explain all that right now.
We're gonna run out of time to explain what an artist is.
That's not. You can't. You wouldn't be able to explain it that way.
You can't explain it.
You can't explain the definition of an artist in one word.
All right, don't do it in 12 words.
You can't, because the definition of an artist starts with the artist. It's all in here. It's all inside.
Oh,
the definition of artist is soul.
Oh, soul.
And talent.
Soul and talent.
Okay.
All right.
Is a driven vision. A definition of an artist is a driven vision. And then they have to take the soul and the talent to put the vision on, audio or display.
I already know when it's time to close the show.
Oh, okay.
I already know.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because some things you say, you don't make no sense.
That made a lot of damn sense.
To you.
An artist to me is when the way they put their music together, right? One, it's a combination of jazz, R&B, pop, country. All of that I'm gonna say for black artists is.
Do you know about white artists?
Is history.
Do you know about white artists?
I know about some white artists. Yes.
All right, name some you know about.
Adele. I love Adele.
Adele's a white artist?
Yes, and I love her. I love her.
Okay.
I think she got some of us in her.
Okay.
Personally.
All right. So who else?
Tina Marie.
Right.
I think Tina Marie
Rest in peace.
has some of us.
Anybody?
I'm just saying.
Tina Marie's not here no more.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
who's still here that you know? Name some white people that you know, white artists that you know.
That are still here?
Yeah, still here.
That is right here on this earth.
As you try to think. No, on Mars, man. On Mars.
Justin Bieber.
Hey, listen, man. We think everybody been tuning in, man. I don't know. We gotta close this thing out, man. I can't take it.
We gonna get on that, though. We gonna get back to that.
I can't take it, man.
We gonna get back to that.
We think everybody been tuning in, though. Definitely, Billionnear Radio, man. We appreciate y'all, man. This guy here. Listen, episode 125 in the books, man. Season 3, man. This guy. I love this guy, man. We out, man.